Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Mac Show. I am your host, DeAndre McDonald. It's your man Dre Mac. Again, coming to you in another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Shout out to who's in the house right now. My man Darth is in the house and Derpy is in the house. What up, what up, what up, what up, what's up? Dre, if you listen, they tell you Miles is meant to be a Spider-Man, or the spider told him think he is more worthy than Peter on his world. I bet we gonna find out. We gonna find out. Are you ready? Show me some love. Y'all like the video. Make sure that y'all are giving me a thumbs up. Shout out to a lot of people who watch my top 5 actors who can play Miles Morales in live action. I'm not gonna lie because I'm still trying to build up this channel. After I rebranded my channel, put it more like this: I rebranded my channel because my channel was not talking about comic book movies or anything like that. And when I made that conscious decision to rebrand, there is a gigantic spider on. hold up, y'all. There's the spider from Earth 42 decided to come. Like, I'm not joking. Oh snap! Like, I swear to God, he bounced. Like, he went on the floor, but I don't think that mug gonna give me spider powers. I'll tell you that. But no, shout out to everybody who watched my top 5 actors who could play Miles Morales live action. That I mean, YouTube is really showing me some love on that. They've been pushing that video, and yeah, you know what I mean. I'm looking out for that spider. Like, I seen him crawling on my camera. You know what I mean? Not that I'm actually not scared of spiders for real like that. Snakes, on the other hand, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm done. I'm out. I'm gonna tell you that I am out. But but yeah, you know what I mean. Get back to what I was saying. They are pushing the video. Shout out to YouTube for pushing that video. I'm not gonna lie, and I always feel like this. It feels good. Like, I clicked on my video. I'm like, dude, I'm just, I'm seeing my numbers in YouTube Studios. I'm like, what the hell? So I go and click the video, and it plays. My videos don't play a advertisement in front of it, and I'm like, yo, these are the things that have yet to come. So thank you, like, literally, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, y'all. I really thank all of y'all who have supported me ever since I changed. I rebranded this channel to talk about comic book movie news, and all of that. Like, y'all have no idea how much I'm so thankful for you guys. And I'm telling y'all, when I hit that 2,000 subscribers, man, I can't wait to just give you guys something to say thank you. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be that time where this channel, I'm telling you now, this channel is going to blow. So all of y'all that supported me now, trust me, there's going to be times where I'm going to need an admin, all of that. All the people who supported me right now, I'm going to be looking out for y'all. You know what I mean? So yeah, Mika, that is not funny. What if it would have bit me and I would have turned into the spider? You know what I mean? Is that funny to you, huh? Buenos dias, Dre Nizzy. No. I'm Mac Morales. That's who I am. Mac Morales. Anyway, you already know how I get down, man. I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? Who is in here? We're gonna get ready for the show. And especially the topic of the day is Sony Spider-Verse better than the MCU? I gotta talk about this, but you already know the real question is, are you Y'all don't know. I be grooving. That makes it even more hilarious. Y'all don't understand. I be grooving, man, back here sometime. I'll be because I gotta it's certain things I gotta get set up. You know what I mean? And plus I want people to start coming into the live. You know what I mean? So I'll be grooving back here, man. Again, hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant for that. But is Sony Spider Verse better than the MCU? And I think I ran across this on somebody podcast. Are you ready? But I think I ran across this like last night. I didn't listen to it. It just was a topic, and I was like, "Yo, not that I'm stealing, but I kind of want to talk about that too." And I honestly feel like when people make this claim, and listen to me when I really say this, the Spider Verse has been awesome. But we have to also realize there's certain things that you can do with animation that makes the animation more superior than the live action. I'm gonna give you an example of this, right? When I watched The Lion King, the cartoon way superior than the live action one. The live action one is creepy, but the cartoon version way more superior, way more superior. And there's certain things that you can do in animation that you cannot get away with. Like, let's be real, Hobie Brown wouldn't translate well. It would have been a lot to translate that character to live action, and with all the aesthetic of his universe, if you get what I'm saying. That would have been very hard to come across in live action just because it took so long just to animate that. It was like panel after panel after panel after layer after layer after layer that they had to do and then animate that. And you can't do that in live action. You can't. You can't. It's not gonna. I believe that's one of those aesthetics that only looks good in animation. But here, you can kind of get away with that. You say, Dre, I think the Spider Verse, where MCU is from your content given, yes, better. Whether MCU is, and from storytelling, yes, Sony Spider Verse is better. I want you guys, because I'm gonna give y'all some revisionist history, and the reason why I'm giving you guys some revisionist history is this. This is the reason why I want you, because when we seen the formation of the Avengers, I mean, of course, we didn't have the Spider Verse. We were coming off of what, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films, and the third one we can all agree the third one wasn't that good. They rebooted the franchise with the Amazing Spider-Man, Captain America: Civil War. You know what I mean? Captain America: Winter Soldier. I mean, Black Panther. There's some. I mean, when you're talking about classic movies, Civil War is one of the best comic book movies ever. It may not be in the tone of the actual comic book Civil War because they didn't have all the toys to play with. But what they did and how they introduced characters in the story with Baron Zemo not even lifting a finger, didn't punch nobody in a. Yeah, I mean, he punched one guy. But I'm saying he didn't fight any of the Avengers and literally ripped the Avengers apart way more than Thanos, way more than Ultron, way more than Loki, even in the Avengers. You know what I mean? You got to introduce Black Panther. The Black Panther from the comics, honestly, the way he was introduced by the Russo brothers. And then we have Captain America: Winter Soldier, was a great top tier spy thriller and comic book movie. You know what I mean? So I don't want like this Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse are fantastic movies. Fantastic movies. But let's not forget Infinity War, Endgame, and people talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp was really good. It was a really good movie. Thor Ragnarok is still one of my favorite MCU movies. MCU movies. You know what I'm saying? Of all times. You know what I mean? And we're only and remember they had a 10-year build up to get to Endgame. Endgame is the only movie that I watch besides Wakanda Forever, but I cried for a totally different reason on Wakanda Forever because it was wrong what they did. But that's the only time I cried in a movie. Like, I am not joking with you. That's 100% of my kids. I literally cried when I seen that little flower going across with Tony Stark because Iron Man, the first Iron Man, I literally watched this character like, I was always a fan of Robert Downey Jr. Shout out to Popcorn and Your Beer because they did do Tropic Thunder as their Not Too Terrible Tuesday movie, which I'm a humongous fan of Tropic Thunder, one of the best satire films next to Blazing Saddles of all time. And if you can handle racism and fat jokes and all kinds of stuff, then that'd be the perfect movie for you to watch. But you know what I mean? Robert Downey Jr. resurrected his career. And I remember him from Weird Science. I think Mika said that because I was watching a video last night. And Weird Science is where I met. I mean, literally, first time I got introduced to Robert Downey Jr. was Weird Science. You know what I mean? So I watched Weird Science a lot as a kid. When I say a lot, I don't think I should have been watching that at like 8. You know what I mean? But hey, it's the 80s. You know what I mean? So I got to watch this guy really put his career back on track. And then seeing what he did in the MCU and the performance that he put, but never take that away. I mean, Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse are amazing films, but that big build up to Endgame, I'm not taking that away from Marvel. I'm not taking that away. That was because of that is why you have Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse. Because now it's a demand it's a bigger demand for comic book movies than any time ever before. When Blade came out, remember, Blade came out at a time we just exited like Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. Y'all forget about that. Y'all 100% garbage pail juice. You know what I mean? Especially the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. And he did all those puns. I'm not, Into the Spider-Verse is back. Hold on. Hold up. Earth for what is this? Earth 8. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Earth 816's Spider is back. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna be biting me. Go bite somebody in your own universe. Ha! Ha! I got you. I got you. I'm sorry, y'all. I was having a moment. I'm gonna get to the comments in just a second, but I can't. I mean, like I said, storytelling wise, Enter the Spider-Verse very much surprised me on how well they told this story. They introduced characters and how the characters progress throughout the story, and why Miles' story is so proficient in this movie. It makes you want to watch it. I've watched it multiple times, and there's a reason why I watched it multiple times. And those movies are amazing. I'm not taking anything away from Across the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse. Movies are amazing. Why? Right. You didn't see him. No, Blue. You didn't see him jump down though. The way he did. Yeah, like he entered a portal. Yeah. We got beef, son. You know what I mean? But it was the build up. Robert Downey Jr. Rebuilding his career, getting introduced to Chris Hemsworth in this universe. You know, I mean, in this universal storytelling. Yeah, I didn't like Thor: Love and Thunder, but obviously neither did he. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh man, just now because we're getting something fresh and new, and this is the hot new thing. I'm not gonna look at this like a minute back of like old and busted, hot new. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I believe that we can like both of them equally, and I don't think Spider-Verse is better. I think right now, because we have had Marvel fatigue of what they produce. Again, let me just say this, and I'm gonna get to some of the comments or whatever, because y'all comments was coming in hot and heavy. Um, if everything from the multiverse saga connected like they did in Spider-Verse, it told a more cohesive story where everything connected like in comics. Would we be saying this? Would this even be a topic of discussion? Absolutely not. If Kane didn't get beat by ants, would we be saying this? And again, I make a lot of maybe I made some excuses for Ant-Man the Wasp and Quantumania. You know what I mean? But I can understand the general audience saying, look, this is supposed to be a big bad, and you let Modok come into the force field to allow the ants to eat his tech and drag him off. And then, he gets sucked into a portal. We don't know if he's dead or alive. And this is supposed to be your big. I can see where the general audience would be upset at that. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. You know what I mean? Because a lot of storytelling, like I said, Werewolf by Night, Moon Knight didn't really connect to anything. And I don't care what Peter does. I don't care. Look, hey, if he would have bite me, what Peter gonna do then? You know what I'm saying? I'm coming over there looking like Martin when he got bit by that when he got beat up by Tommy Hearns. They ain't gonna do nothing for me. I want justice. No. But you know what I mean? It's just MODOK still my boy. I don't care what none of y'all say. He did die a dick. I like him because he's the ultimate troll job. But again, it's the ultimate troll job and not really a cohesive. And I can agree with this. It's not a cohesive overall story, right? It's not an overall story. It's not a good overall story. It's we're trying to pick up the pieces like Hustle Man did when he came in there with that kazoo taped into a saxophone. He's still trying to pick up the pieces. And of course, I love Marvel. I'm more of a Marvel guy, and I've been a Marvel guy for a long time. Especially Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Besides Turtles and Transformers, Marvel has always been. I used to. Marvel is really special in my heart because that was one of the times when I was a kid and I used to hang with my uncle. We used to watch the Incredible Hulk show, and he would sit there and watch it with me. I'd be sitting on his knee and we'd be watching Incredible Hulk. You know what I mean? I can remember that. So it has a special place in childhood memory for me. You know what I mean? So I've always rolled with Marvel. But I do understand the grievances of Marvel. The number one thing that I still have a problem with, and y'all all know it, the killing of T'Challa. You know what I mean? So yeah, there are some problems there. But I'm not gonna but what I'm not gonna do is, because Into the Spider-Verse is telling right now a better story, I'm not gonna say it's better than the MCU. I can't do that. I can't do that. It's the overall probably right now. If I can say right now, is Sony Spider-Verse better than the MCU? Right now, it is because Guardians didn't connect to anything. You know what I mean? We just left with Peter Quill on Earth. What is he gonna do on Earth? What is he connected to? There was no connective tissue to those movies. Great standalone movie, but again, it's not connected to the overall story. When we pick up after Into the Spider-Verse, at the very end of the movie, we get Miguel O'Hara. You know what I mean? So we already knew Miguel O'Hara was going to come through. We just didn't know what he was going to do and how he was going to do it until we got to Across the Spider-Verse. And then we get to see all of this come together and the story that they were telling, which is amazing. So yes, right at this moment, right now, yes. Overall, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Endgame was Infinity War. Endgame was not saying perfect movies, but they're really good movies. There's a really good movies for phase one to what is it to phase three. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not gonna poo-poo the Tom Holland story either, because the Tom Holland Spider-Man story is really good. We did not know that Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home was his trilogy of origin story, where his Uncle Ben was Aunt May in this universe. We didn't know that, but we got it. You know what I mean? But we got it. And I'm not gonna poo-poo and say, because I was saying the same thing. Oh my God, No Way Home is one of the best Spider-Man movies I ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? Oh man, it was the best MCU movie I've seen because of the cameos. You know what I'm saying? Or was it? And I had to look back because they told, and I said this with my brother, because they told a story from Homecoming. This was his progression into Spider-Man, from a high school kid to now a college kid. That's something that we didn't get fully in the Tobey Maguire trilogy. We damn sure did get it in the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy. But then even them coming in and saving Andrew Garfield, because people was looking at Andrew Garfield's side-eye. Let's not forget, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was not well received until they found out he was going to be in No Way Home. And then the performance that he gave, he got to save MJ. He got to kind of, do something positive in his story. Now people are clamoring for him. People got revisionist history all the time. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, the totality of the MCU, oh, Spider-Verse got that beat. No, just right now is better. So right now, Marvel has to step their game up. They got to come with something better than what they did, because the box office proved, when I say the box office proved, people came out in droves to go see Across the Spider-Verse with their kids or by themselves. What is the MCU going to do to challenge that? The ball is in their court. All right, so let me get to some of y'all comments. So he said, where the MCU is at from storytelling, yes, Sony Spider-Verse is better. And like I said, I agree that it's better right now, Dirk. Endgame is where it dies, simple as that. I won't say that. I just think they didn't think the whole entire it's two. There's two problems that happen in Marvel, and I think Blue can be able to agree with this too. Is that number one? Kevin Feige had a lot of his power taken away, and Bob Chapek was doing too much and trying to no limit this stuff. When I say no limit, I'm talking about No Limit Records trying to pump out a movie a month. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna oversaturate the market. And when you oversaturate something, you see the same thing over and over again, you're gonna start hating the product. And especially if it's not good, like there's hit and misses. She-Hulk, miss. Moon Knight, hit. You know what I mean? Then you're gonna have you're gonna run into a lot of problems. And that's exactly what it had. It oversaturated the market. What is product, and it wasn't a lot of good product. That's all it was. I hated Civil War. I prefer Winter Soldier. Hey, that's your you're entitled to your opinion. That's your opinion. I absolutely love Civil War. What it do though? Yes, Sony Spider-Verse is on point with its storyteller, way better than the current MCU. Yes, right now is better. Right now, totality, no. Well, right now, yes. Thor Ragnarok had too many jokes for storytelling. If you said Love and Thunder, I would agree with you. Thor Ragnarok is amazing. That's one of my favorites. Weird Science, one of the best movies ever. And wow, I didn't know he played in that. Yeah, Weird Science was one of my favorite movies as a kid, dude. Like for real, one of my favorite movies. MCU hit a low in the past years, but let's be real. This is still at the top. And yes. Yo, Dre killed the spider. What talking to Spider-Verse is crazy. Yeah, that's still nuts, though. You didn't see the spider jump down from my camera. And from the side of my camera. Yes, I wish Peter would. MODOK. Did I read these? Current MCU has horrible creators and storytelling. They have the right to ship first. I agree with you. Pick up the pieces. Yeah, hustle man. Ugh. Andrew Garfield, the best Spider-Man. Well, his portrayal of Spider-Man. It's funny though, because his portrayal of Peter Parker, me and my brother said this, it's more like I think it's the Mark Webb version. And I love the look of his Spider-Man is lean, taller, slimmer. I always love Andrew Garfield's look at Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? And his web single was like the best. Andrew is my favorite Spider-Man. I like I like Tom's. I like all three Spider-Man. As far as like the Peter Parkers. Um, it's funny because Peter B. Parker in Enter the Spider-Verse reminds me more of like Andrew Garfield, like an older Andrew Garfield Spider-Man than any other than the Tobey Maguire one. You know what I mean? But I do like Andrew's, like his him being just a dick in Amazing Spider-Man 2, especially. Oh my god. You know what I mean? That movie is convoluted, but it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's a lot of convolution in that movie, but it's not on him. I like Tom's. Um, Again, Tom Holland's one was an idiot, and that's why when we was looking at the Spider Society, we was talking about the live action reaction chat that we had the other day, and I was like, if Tom Holland's Spider-Man is like these other Spider-Mans, I can see why Miguel O'Hara is running shit. You can see, because Tom Holland Spider-Man, as smart as he is, like literally, Dr. Strange, like, you didn't give him a call? You didn't even think about it? You was just being selfish, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I like all of them. Um, Toby's, Toby Maguire's is the OG one, and I like his version in two better than I did. Well, one, two. Um, because it was like it's real cartoonish, and I kind of it's silly in a cartoon type of way. So I like Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 2 is one of my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time. It's just a really good story. The Spider-Man No More story is a really good story. Doc Ock, everything was amazing in that movie. That movie was really good. Um, all the crying that he did in was it 3? Godly. That's where it got me. That's where it got me. And plus, what they did to Venom is horrendous. Let's keep it a buck. What they did to him was horrendous. Um, Let me see. But let's not forget Miles is. I'm not gonna lie. The animated Miles Morales right now is one of my favorite versions of a Spider-Man, because all the live action Spider-Man, I'm surprised. Did y'all notice the 90s animated Spider-Man didn't show up? Like, where's he at? Can I get the 90s animated Spider-Man? That was my favorite. Now, that was my Spider-Man. If you was a kid in the 90s, man, you watched X-Men, you watched Spider-Man animated series, Batman animated, man, come on with it. Man, what was he at? What was he at? You know what I mean? But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is a really good movie from start to finish. From start to finish, man. I'm not gonna poo-poo that movie. That movie is good from start to finish. But if I look at all of these Spider-Men have something in common. Number one, they were chasing girls. Two of them was chasing blondes. One of them didn't make it. Tom was the only one chasing chocolate milk. Though, in the words of Dr. Umar, he wasn't chasing the milk. His milk was a little chocolate in it. Yeah, he had Spider-Man animated. Yeah, the animated '90s one, dude. Oh my God! If you got Scarlet Spider in there, Ben Riley, then you must definitely have to have '90s animated Spider-Man in the next one. Even if it's a cameo or something, you just gotta show them. That's like the OG to me. That was Spider-Man and Amazing Friends, and then that one. But then I watched the Spider-Man live action too, and I know I have a hard time believing that he will be in there. I love the scene where he told his mom, "I faced them all and I beat them all." That was like, I'm not gonna lie, Miles Morales was at complete GOAT status when he said that. The confidence that he had, the look on his face, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then this is what I love about that movie, though, Dark. Let me tell you. When you go from that scene and then he sees his Uncle Aaron, who's dead in this universe, and how his heart drops and he gets vulnerable and he gets scared because he like it's and did you notice his spider sense is not going off because he's vulnerable? You know, he feel like he's around family, so his spider sense didn't get to go off because, for one, another version of itself is punching him square in his face, knocking him. I mean, I'm surprised Smokey didn't come out but like, you got knocked the fuck out. Like, seriously. You know what I mean? That's my Uncle Punk. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then him looking at the version of him at Earth 42 who didn't get bit by the spider, and the way eventually he started looking like, okay, he looking at me like this. I gotta figure out a way up out of this. And he learned it from, and technically Peter B. Parker is the 616 Spider-Man. Peter Benjamin Parker. He's the 616. He's the one from the comics. I hate to tell y'all that. I don't think y'all knew that, but Peter B. Parker is the one from he's the 616 version. So, matter of fact, if there's a scene where she's sliding through time, she's sliding through universes, and it said Earth 616. And that's where Mayday Parker, was at and all of that. So yeah. But I'm not going to be on here long. I have to record my top 5 things that I want to see out of Rise of the Beast. I am going to go see that movie tomorrow. I will give y'all like a fresh out of the theater short of what I thought of the movie. I will upload that on YouTube Shorts and on my TikTok at the Dre Max Show on TikTok. But I do have to get this video created, get the shot, and get it edited so I can upload it. I'm looking forward to that movie. There's people saying it's pretty good. And I'm thinking in a Bumblebee kind of way, or because I am a Transformer. Y'all see this stuff in the back? I'm a Transformer fan. Have seen let me stop lying. I have seen all the animation Transformers except I started on Victory, the Japanese Victory. I didn't finish Victory, but I finished Master Force and Headmasters with Scramble City. I've watched Armada. I need to finish Energon in Cybertron, Robots in Disguise. Then I did watch Rescue Box because that's for kids. So I just say that I'm well versed in the Transformers lore. Just put it more like that. So I'm gonna have to get over myself on certain characters, but I'm gonna see what it does. I'm gonna see what the movie does. It says it's a dope end credit scene, so we'll see. We'll see what it is. But what do you guys think? Do you think the MCU, the Spider-Verse is better than the MCU? Altogether, currently, just put it in the comment section. You're not wrong for what you think. Just put it in the comment section. Also, watching this video, let me tell you exactly what I'm trying to give away.
What's up? This your man Dre Mac. Want a chance to win a little bit of my money?
Got my money?
Well, all you got to do is like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. You know why? Because I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers.
Baby needs shoes. My wife needs clothes.
Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, if you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, you will actually have a chance to win a $100 gift card.
Message.
Again, like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm giving away $100. Want a chance to win? All you got to do is do that, and I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully, you're the winner.
All right. So in my video, like I said, my top 5 actors that I can believe will play a live action Miles Morales is getting pushed, and I'm very happy about that. I shout out to you two for looking out for your boy on this one. Wasn't expecting that, but I appreciate everybody who watched that video, who is sharing that video, or I'm blessed right now, and I could be more ecstatic. And there's a lot of big things coming. But as soon as I hit them 2,000 subscribers, man, that's all I say. Share with your friends, share with your family, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos ever.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Man, I gotta wrap it up. So again, thank you so very much for sticking with me. Is Sony Spider-Verse better than the MCU? Put in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And again, I thank you. I'm blessed to have you guys watch my videos. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. I love y'all. Shalom to everyone. Where's my outro?
If you came to this part of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little bit more personal with me, make sure that you follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.